What's up, y'all? This is Lorenz Peace back again with another unpopular opinions video. Like I always say, I'll be sharing my unpopular opinions that will be deemed controversial, risky, and just might be a little offensive to some people. So if you're a little too sensitive to what other people have to say and you don't have an open mind, you can click off this video. But if you like sharing opinions about certain things that you feel and you might have some very controversial opinions or unpopular opinions, stay for this video because you might just like it. So let's get right into it. My first unpopular opinion is mental health has become a joke and it's made our culture so sensitive and so attention seeking. Like, I love the fact that people have been able to share their feelings and their emotions and really like dig deep into their brains and their minds to like call out the problems that have happened in their life. You know what I'm saying? I love that has been a rise in the last 10, 15 years because if you go back 50, 60 some years ago or even 30 years ago, there was not really a thing of mental health. It was just either you sad or happy. It wasn't no big range of emotion that you can have. And people usually went through their trauma just behind closed doors. But I'm glad people have just brought more attention to it and mental health has become just as important as physical health. You know, because your mental health is wealth. If you're not right in your mind, nothing is right. You know what I'm saying? You can't act right physically if you're not right mentally. But I feel like since there's been so much awareness about it and there's been such a media push behind it, it has made people just so sensitive and so everybody feels like they've been traumatized. Everybody feels like they're depressed. Like they think they'll take normal emotions of a day-to-day person and make it this medical term. You cannot do that. Just because you have maybe gotten into a couple fights when you was younger or your mother maybe might have whooped you a lot when you was a kid because you did something bad. That does not mean she is a abuser or that she's been physically just bringing your life down. Oh my gosh, I need to go to therapy and all that stuff. Like, no. Therapy is great, but I'm sorry, no. People are using these mental health names and stuff like that these therapists have been giving us, these TikTok therapists and stuff like that, and they've taken it into their real life and made everything so much more dramatic, y'all. These are things that's supposed to happen in your normal life. Everybody's supposed to go through stress. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has trials and tribulations, but you're supposed to move past them. Just because you had a bad day and you looked in the mirror and you didn't feel yourself that much doesn't mean you have the lowest self-esteem and you're going through these things and you're traumatized. Oh my gosh. No, y'all, it's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Be able to acknowledge your issues that you have in life, but don't over dramatize them because then you are purposely or even just subconsciously actually putting yourself in that situation. Like if I keep speaking, I'm depressed when I'm really just not having that good of a day and a pattern a little bit, then I actually might just become clinically depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that, y'all, because you're speaking these things. Words are very powerful, and when you speak things into existence, they can really just show themselves in a physical form, and you do not want to do that. Like we have 13-year-olds just randomly saying, I want to do this to myself, I have to hurt myself because of this, because I feel like, no, y'all, it's not that serious. I promise you, when we're younger, y'all, especially when we're going through puberty, let's say like the 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, middle high school age, things are just so much more dramatic than what they really are. You know what I'm saying? And if you actually in this age, you know what I'm talking about. But if you're past the whole high school phase and you're not a teenager anymore and stuff like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like when that boy or that girl didn't like you in school that one time, it seemed like your life was really about to be over. Or when you got that pimple or that acne on your face, you seem like the ugliest person in the world. But I promise you, it's not that serious. We cannot allow our adolescents and really young people to take on this culture of just self-diagnosing themselves with these real clinical issues. You know what I'm saying? Because as they move into adulthood, it will not help us or them at all, y'all. We gotta do better at that. So I just think us as people, we need to learn how to really just balance just normal day-to-day life as normal people and just not self-diagnosing ourselves, because it's not helping us. It's really making us victims and it's making us very weak and sensitive. And no matter what you say, being weak and sensitive when you really don't have to be is going to make your life much harder than what it is, y'all. So please bring it down. It's not that serious. I promise you. I promise you that. Like we need to start looking for more positivity. Like I love that we get on social media and we can vent, but what about just speaking words of encouragement to ourselves? What about lifting ourselves up? Can we do that? Like can we self-diagnose ourselves with happiness? And I get we all go through stuff, but please bring it down. Please. My next unpopular opinion is Doja is a gaslighter. She's manipulative and she's like delusional if she actually believes that we're not going to think she's a Satanist or she likes the devil and stuff like that. No matter what you say, you cannot go out here symbolizing the devil on a consistent pattern in a consistent basis and just say, why are you all thinking I'm a Satanist now? No, she when I watched the interview of her saying that, I was like, you are so bold. Like the audacity of you. If you want to symbolize the devil and you want to be a Satanist and all that, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But don't do things and then when you symbolize certain things, and then when people say you're this, be like, you guys are just stupid, and you try to question our intelligence. That's very manipulative. And the fact that she does that, I would not want to even be around her for real, for real. Because she the type of person to do some manipulative stuff to you. And then when you call her out on it, she calls you sensitive. And she calls you, no, that's not cool. Now, I understand the whole thing of her, I guess, trolling a little bit. But it gets to a point when it's not just trolling. Like I seen that interview of her with Ebro on the Apple Music thing. She was talking about she's not a Satanist, but then when you literally look at her arm, it's like what is it called? A Baphomet on her arm. Like it's the devil. It's literally Satan on her arm, bro. That don't even make sense. Like if me personally, if I was to do that, I'd just be like this. I like to do what I like to do, and I think it's my personal business. I don't think anybody has the right to dictate what I do on my personal time. It might be this, it might be that, but honestly, it's none of your business. That would have been a more respectable answer than to try to justify and try to just say you all are delusional and everything that I'm doing has something to do with art. Nah. You could express art in so many different ways. If you're a part of the Illuminati and you love the devil, do you. You know what I'm saying? Do you, but people will respect you so much more, Doja, if you was real. That's so fake to me. And that's just like, are you delusional? You know what? She not delusional. She know exactly what she's doing. She's trying to, I guess, get that out of people's mind. But I'm sorry, it only gonna work on probably, even a 3-year-old can see she's a Satanist. And even if she's not a specific atheist, I guess like she said, going to the temple and praising the devil every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, she loves it. She loved the whole symbolization of demonic forces and demonic energy, and that's what she liked to do. So I'm not even really gonna ponder on that for too long because it's honestly stupid. Like you literally said in your song that you're a demon lord. Okay, you literally painted yourself black and put horns on your head and literally was looking like the devil. I mean, I can go on and on. This girl, she like to do devil stuff. She like to dress up as the devil. She likes to symbolize the devil. None of that stuff. If it was art, it was devil artistry. That's what we can call it. But I'm gonna move off of her. My next unpopular opinion is there ain't no rules to fighting. Ain't no rules to fighting. If you get your chest up so big and you really feel like you the shit and you want to fight somebody and you want to defend yourself, you step up and fight them. But do not be surprised when they do anything in their whole being and their whole capability to take you down and whoop your ass. Don't be mad. Don't be looking surprised. And if you lose that fight and they did what they had to do, look, you can either go get your lick back or you can just walk off and take your L. But don't be out here calling up people out saying, you weak, he weak, she did this to take me down. Oh, imagine arguing with somebody about what they did to beat your ass. Like, and then you mad and you telling other people, trying to justify why you got your ass whooped. Go get your league back or shut the fuck up and try to act like it didn't happen because I don't care what nobody say. You come up to me and try to fight me, especially if I ain't do nothing to you, ain't got no, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I don't care. I'm gonna use every single thing I got to take you down. I don't care what nobody say. If y'all want to have rules to fighting, go to MMA, go to WWE, go do all of that. You know what I'm saying? But when you fighting in the street and you really out here fighting, people ain't got time for all that. If you want to play fight with your friends or something, go do that. If you want to slap box and if you want to chest box, do that. But in the real world, ain't nobody giving you just a pass if they want to fight you. Come on, like, no, I feel like people are so stupid. Like, if me personally, I ain't out here getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even fighting nobody. But if I really did get beat up, and I ain't getting beat up, I'm just saying that again. But if I get beat up, you know what I'm saying? And he did whatever it did to take me down, this is what I'm gonna do. First off, I'm coming back because I'm not just about to take no ass whooping and go home with my ass just beat. That's not happening. But I'm not about to make it in my head like he cheated or he did something he wasn't supposed to do. This is fighting. We're not supposed to be fighting anyway. Make it make sense. There's only one rule to fighting, and this ain't even a rule to fighting because you're not fighting at that point. There's no weapons. At that point, we're not fighting. This is like criminal assault with a deadly weapon. If you pull out a knife, you're not fighting. You're using a knife. But I'm talking about your hands. Use whatever you got. What I hate to hear is when girls be like, oh, she pulled my hair. Why do you have it on your head? Like, make it make sense. if you know what fighting is, you know wherever that head go, the body move. You know what I'm saying? If you pull somebody head down, they will go down. If you know how to fight, you know how to fight. Just keep it at that. Because I done seen even girls that got jumped by 3 people and they had their hair getting pulled in every which way direction, but they were swinging because they know how to fight. But they not here trying to tell somebody, oh, she pulled my hair, so this. No, if you look, we cannot win every fight. Some people have, but I mean, it's a rare amount of people that have had a whole bunch of fights and they don't win every single fight. You're not gonna win every single battle, and if you are here fighting, just know that you can. There's a possibility of you losing, and if you lose and somebody is pulling your hair, that's just you. I'm sorry. There's nothing that I can tell you. When I have my kids, I'm gonna tell them use whatever you got. If you gotta fight somebody, I don't care what it is. You're not supposed to be considering them in any type of way. As long as you ain't trying to literally take somebody's life, because now you're being a murderer. That's all it is. But look, when you fighting, use whatever you got. Whatever they got on, use it to beat their ass. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be no rules to this. Who told y'all you could actually be out here trying to put your hands on people and there's rules? Rules? Nah. If you want to go be a professional fighter and there's rules to it, you can go in the ring, sign up to be a boxer, do all of that. But when it comes to out here in real life, ain't nobody got time for all that. That don't even make sense. You got your ass whooped. Look, Layla, she beat your ass, she pulled your hair, she yanked all your hair out, she bloodied your face. It's okay. Go home. Bro, you had a hoodie on. He literally grabbed you by your hoodie and swung your ass and beat you up. That's okay. It's not okay with me because it ain't happening to me. But look, it happens. It happens to us all at some point if we fighting a lot. So look, y'all, cut all that rules of fighting shit out because that don't even make sense. We supposed to be fighting for our lives. Make it make sense. How you supposed to be expecting somebody to consider you on how to whoop your ass when you trying to fight them? Nah, man, it don't even make no sense. How about this? Just shut the hell up and swing. Hold your ground. Now, this one, if you are a closed-minded person and you just stuck in your little box, it might make you very enraged and then mad and very mad like a 3-year-old. You know what I'm saying? With no emotional stability and control and maturity. But if you actually have an open mind and you understand what I'm saying, you'll get what I'm saying. So this is my next unpopular opinion. People have taken advantage of the Me Too movement. And I'm gonna stand by that like all day. I feel like I love the fact, like I was saying about mental health, that's a movement thing too. With Me Too, I love the fact that people have been or are just able to just come together and really say, I share this experience, even though it was a bad experience, I'll share it with you. This happened to me. Let's get this person out of society. Let's handle this correctly. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, like to this day and since the beginning of time, like men have just always disrespected women and just to this day, sadly, just because you a man, you can get away with it. Sadly, and I'm not saying that's right. That's the world we live in. That's the world we've always lived in. But in this day and time, I've seen it more time recently, like in I guess the past 15 years. A lot of stuff has changed in the last 15 years, but men are being more held accountable, and you just not able to get away with every single thing because you just a man and you got money and you got power. Like we see with Diddy, R. Kelly, Bill Cosby. These people is getting finally being held accountable at a higher rate, and we need to expose them all, man. You can't be out here doing this stuff to people. But since I do love that, and it's been this thing of me too, me too, me too, this happened to me, I feel like how we look at assault and harassment, abuse and stuff like that is really like changed everything because now I feel like everybody is now saying this happened to me or I feel like this and this happened and then so as we go on in time and there's really an investigation, it really wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is happening with everybody. I'm just saying this has happened more times than usual in history. Like, but honestly, like the whole thing of white women lying on black men, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. It's stuff like that that really just makes stuff hard for the people who are actually getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? The people who are actually going through things and are silenced because of these dudes out here just really doing some bad things to people. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole Emmett Till, he did this and now you just told this lie and you just really got this dude taken out, this kid taken out because you told a fucking lie. And then years later you say, oh yeah, it wasn't true. Like, why would you do that? Like, we've seen it in history so many times, but I've seen now, like I remember when I was in school, right? This girl, she was a big talker, had the biggest mouth, right? She over here really like telling people out loud, I feel like my boyfriend, I'm gonna tell people he me. And if you get the R word, he did that to me. I'm like, Because after we broke up and I don't like him, I was just like, I didn't even jump in because I was like, this ain't even my place. But he was a black dude and she was a white girl, and race has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody can become a victim of these things. But the fact that she just threw that out there like that, you can tell by the way she was talking that she was literally lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is not okay. If you go to the principal, you go to the cops, now he is an offender. You know what I'm saying? Just because you was mad at him, you felt like this happened. You know if something happened to you. If something happened to you, you need to go to the authorities to tell somebody this. Not trying to get attention. And I've seen it so much. And not even with women, with men. You're doing this to get attention. I'm sorry, I don't care what nobody say. Not all, but I'm saying a lot has been happening because of the whole culture of everybody saying this is happening to them and people wanting attention and people not knowing how serious their words are, how much they hold weight. Like that dude Christian Keys, right? I don't know if this did happen to him or this didn't. It hasn't been proven in court of law, and I'm not even gonna pull that whole court of law thing. If something happened to somebody, it happened to him. But with the way he has been handling himself in this situation, I'm sorry, he's making me believe that he's doing it for attention, and it's not true because he did this, and this is what I'm talking about. He said he gave context clues. Like, why are you on Twitter giving people context clues to who harassed you, who abused you, who hurt you, allegedly? You know what I'm saying? He said it was a person like this, and he was this black man, powerful in Hollywood. He's a millionaire. He's a billionaire. But you won't just say who it was. And it's not, I understand that a lot of times you don't want to say who it was, but if you out here and you really trying to get justice, say who it was or keep it on the playground and shut up. Keep it to yourself if you really want to get justice, because what you really trying to do is you trying to get attention and you trying to cause chaos and you trying to get sympathy. Because if something like that happened to me and I came in the public, I wouldn't be hinting at who was my abuser. What type of stuff is that? I could have kept that to myself. That don't even make sense because people started pointing the finger, and I talked about it in my other video. They started pointing the finger to Tyler Perry, right? And I was like, oh my God, Tyler Perry would do something like, could he do something like that? But then people started pointing the fingers. So he liked the picture that said that canceled out Tyler Perry doing it. So people pointing the finger at TD Jakes. So now we saying that TD Jakes do it. But then he kind of recanted everything that he did because he said, I didn't clear anybody. Basically saying he didn't clear Tyler Perry of those allegations and that he possibly could do it. Why would you do something like that? If Tyler Perry did it, say he did it or just don't say anything at all. Who did this? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't even make sense. Then he was saying stuff like, he was harassing him and he was doing these things for years. But you see how somebody can dramatize and make it something bigger? Because this probably what it was. He probably is a openly gay man within his circle, right? And he's probably hitting on you. You're a grown man. You know what I'm saying? He's obviously, if he's a gay man, if Tyler Perry, I don't know what he is. He ain't publicly saying all this stuff. Y'all get it, but I'm just putting it in a scenario. If he is a openly gay man within his circle, him making passes at you is not a crime. You know what I'm saying? Him might be trying to kind of, like pushing up on you, making little jokes. That happens. You know what I'm saying? Women do it to men and men do it to women all the time. You can be flirtatious. You get what I'm saying? Make certain jokes and, just little light stuff and without having to just make somebody totally uncomfortable and just harass them. That's not okay. And that's what I'm saying with the culture of everything that is happening. We feel like a lot of people I've seen, they feel like everything is somebody being this predator and trying to harass them. I'm not saying that it does not happen, but you cannot do that. I've seen it when I was in school so many times. If a boy, he might have just flirted with you or just said something. He's 12 years old, 12, 13 years old. He said something that was a little inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? Like he was probably listening to his dad and his friends say some things about girls. He's seeing something on TV. And now, since he feel like he a man and he want to go chase this girl or something like that, he feels like he need to go say these dirty, inappropriate things in her ear. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's little stuff like that. Somebody needs to pull him aside and say, hey, that's not how you talk to a woman. That's not how you conduct yourself around a woman. That's not how you do things. But in this culture, a lot of times they would try to make that man or that young boy feel like he is this harasser and he's this predator. And that's not cool. I just don't think that's okay. Like even me, I've had, like when I was younger, certain girls say certain sexual things to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I should say extra. I'm gonna say extra because I hope they don't monetize me. But they've said certain things or they've done little certain things. You know what I'm saying? We young. I can't make it just like if if I was uncomfortable, which I wasn't, but if I was uncomfortable by it, I can't make, just because I'm uncomfortable, I can't say that they are this predator and they need legal action taken toward. That's not okay. That's not okay. I'm sorry. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, and y'all can be mad at me. But I genuinely don't care. I'm not going for that. I'm sorry. Like I have younger female family members. You know what I'm saying? Like I have little female cousins, right? And I know how little boys can be. I just know how dudes can be on any time. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. And especially when we black, you just know it gets a little raunchier. You know what I'm saying? That's just the culture of it, right? And I'm not trying to justify somebody harassing somebody, because we know the boundaries you can cross, and we know the lines of being creepy, weird, and making somebody purposely uncomfortable and harassing them than somebody just being flirtatious or just saying the little things that are a little bit out of line. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when my mama, when she was around like 20 some years old, right? She was younger. She still is attractive, but obviously back then she's just gonna get a lot of attention from men. Men gonna always hit on her. And especially when we black, I don't know about white people, but yeah, I actually, as I've seen, I don't think white men hit on or catcall on black women the same way black men do to black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously white dudes and stuff like that, they gonna get at a girl, but like the way we do it is like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? They don't do all that. But with us, it happens all the time. I've seen it since I was a kid, right? She was a single mother. We'll be walking right down the street. Dudes just call it, hey, what's up? Yeah, hey, I see you sexy, you all this, yada yada yada. And a lot of times, sometimes they got a little, you know what I'm saying, abrasive. Not, I don't know if abrasive is the right word, but they got a little close, you know what I'm saying? Or they would really be trying to get with her. They really like pushing it, right? And she was never assaulted or nothing like that. But if the things that would have happened to her, you know what I'm saying, that she experienced as a woman 15 years ago, like if that happened to one of these girls now, I feel like a lot of times those men will be these predators and they'll be these harassers. And that's just not cool to me. Like, I remember I was always younger, right? And I have like three brothers, so it was like four of us walking around, right? And it's just this one woman that's very attractive, right? These men would be coming up to my mama and they hitting on her and stuff like that. And obviously, as a little boy, you don't want nobody talking to your mama. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Like, I feel like any child, you don't want nobody talking to your mama, especially, grown man. Like, no. So we wouldn't be just, they never made us just, oh my God, she's uncomfortable. He's scary. He's trying to do this to my mama. Even we knew at 7, 8 years old, that's just a man trying to get with a woman. If she's trying to play a little hard to get, it's just a little game. He's just being a little flirtatious. She's trying to get with her. He finds her attractive. What's wrong with that? If he finds her attractive, he can catcall her. He can see, oh my God, now I don't want to sound bad, but y'all get what I'm saying. If I'm not saying he can catcall her, if she don't want to be catcalled on, okay. But you know what I'm saying? If he wants to call her out and maybe say, hey, you sexy, you beautiful, I want to get with you. Or it can be just a little goofy stuff like, damn girl, you looking good as hell. Like stuff like that. And that's okay. And my mama never found the problem with it. She actually found it flattering. Like, she's a woman, she's getting I guess admired and adored by a man. He probably don't want to marry her, but if he thinks she's sexy or beautiful, that's just what it is, and that is okay, y'all. It's not that serious. She never went like, oh my God, I need to go call the cops because he just harassed me and he just said I was sexy. Oh my God, he said I'm beautiful. He said he wanted to do what to me? Like, oh my God, like it's really not that serious. Please bring it down. It's not that deep. He just liked you. Like, I remember, this is another example. This is gonna be my last example. But not too long ago, a couple months ago, my mama and my aunt, they were just outside, right? They just chilling, they just talking. Two beautiful black women just chilling and talking, they having a good time. Then this man, random man, I guess he just pulled up, and I guess he thought he was just some type of player or something like that. And he said, I seen y'all, and I just wanted to know which one of y'all numbers I can get. And they were just sitting there like smiling, like they obviously didn't want his time or attention. I'm like, these two women they taking, they not interested. Obviously, as my mother's son, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't come at him like, hey, what you doing to my mama? You trying to take her? You trying to do this? No, it wasn't that serious. Honestly, it was just really just kind of playful. You know what I'm saying? He a dude, he seemed to attract the women. But honestly, you can't just be walking up to random women on the street, you know what I'm saying, and just expecting them to not be taken in any type of way. You just thought they were just gonna give you their number just because. He did that, and that probably was, I guess, a little inappropriate, you know what I'm saying? But it was not, he's not no predator. So I'm not about to take it there because we can see how we just stopped it there. I just stopped it there. My mama, she taking, she ain't got nothing to do with you. My aunt, she's taking, she don't want nothing to do with you. Let's leave it right there. He went on about his day. I didn't try to prosecute this man and just make him something that he's just not. And I think that we need to start doing that a little bit more, and we need to start looking at it more maturely because I've seen so many cases, y'all, and I'm like, wait, this 21-year-old getting brought in for this? Like, can we actually go find the real predators and the real abusers? Like, that's all I gotta say, man, because it's just too much. Like, everything is just not so just dramatic. It needs to be this whole big thing and legal action, and that is not okay. Like, I have a little female cousin. You know what I'm saying? My little cousin, she's a girl, right? And if she came to me and said, little Joshua or little Devin, he said that in my ear and that wasn't inappropriate. I am not about to come to her and go to the principal office and try to say this little boy is a predator and he needs to be expelled and he needs this. We know how kids can be and we know how people can just be in general. Everything is not dramatic. Everything does not need to be that. Like you need some little guidance and a little correction and you need to get yourself in check. But no, it's not there, y'all. So, I just pray that all the victims that are silent, you know what I'm saying, they've actually been harassed, they've been assaulted, and they've been put in like just uncomfortable situations that literally weren't called for in any way, shape, or form. I pray that they get, what I'm saying, the peace and the justice that they need if they are suffering. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not okay. And women go through so much, y'all. But that's what I got to say about that. My next unpopular opinion is day naps are stupid. I feel like I love that social media has brought us to a level to where we can find different ways to look for certain people and to find people that we can like and meet and stuff like that. But on the other hand, we already have social media. We have Instagram, we have DMs, we have Facebook, we have these things. So why do we need this specific designated place to really go look for a wife, a husband, a boy? I mean, I feel like that just kind of stupid. And if you really need those things, I'm not trying to call you out about it or nothing like that. I just like it's stupid. It's superficial, and it just kind of like it's a waste of time. How much are you going to swipe? Like there's people. The fact that we need these day naps when there's people all around us. Like you can just be walking down a street and find somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or not just walking down the street. You can be at work. You can have a lot of different places to find somebody. You can be on Instagram and literally find somebody. So why do we need a whole third party designated app just for people to find love or something like that? But now that I say that, I mean, I get it, but I just think it's stupid. I really do. I think it's just a waste of time. And if you looking on there, good luck to you. But it's all of it just kind of dumb. Well, thank y'all so much for watching this unpopular opinion video. That's all the unpopular opinions I have in the video today. Thank y'all so much for watching again, y'all. I really appreciate y'all. I've been seeing that a lot of y'all really like these videos, so I'm gonna keep making them because I got a lot of stuff to say. I got a lot of crazy stuff to say, a lot of controversial things. Because I just be thinking like a lot of this shit y'all be saying is so damn stupid. Like it's just bullshit. But yeah, actually, I can add a new feature to it too. If y'all want to get in the comments, just so it can be more interactive with you all my viewers and subscribers, y'all can put some of y'all unpopular opinions in the comment section below and I can review them, and just give my opinion on your unpopular opinion. I might agree with you, I might disagree, I might just think it's stupid as hell, but just everybody opinion, sometimes is worth listening to. So I can review those if y'all like me to. So yeah, thank y'all. If y'all like this video so much, you can like, comment, subscribe, share it with somebody. And this is Loren Speaks out.